Hello and welcome to Authentic Driving Podcast. On today's episode, the table is about to turn. So I am going to hand over to the host of today's episode. Over to you.
Tada! Today, the host is the Abies Sonia. Hello and welcome once again to this special edition of Authentic Driving Podcast. I am Chuku Ajifolu Atosi, and I have the singular honor of interviewing the one who has been interviewed every other person. None other than the amazing counselor, integrative life coach, keynote speaker, author of Inner Harmony, Resilience Beyond Chronic Stress and Burnout, host of, or rather, your regular host of Authentic Thriving Podcast, Coach Abies Sonia. It must be very interesting relinquishing your position in this episode. Thank you so much for trusting me. Before we start, how does it feel being on the other side?
No pressure at all. I'm really, I'm trying to say no pressure. Come on, just get on with it. Yeah.
Nice. But thank you for trusting me. Hopefully, I do well. I hold your seat well. um, so for starters, before we get into it, for someone meeting you for the first time, I know I've said a couple of things that you do, but
Mm.
who would you say you are beyond the titles and qualifications?
Okay, to start, I would say Abies Sonia is very joyful,
Mm.
um, friendly, kind, and nurturing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and very playful.
Playful I like. Playful I like. So your kindness, your warmth, your depth, where would you say that comes from within you? Any pickers?
I'll say it comes from my heart, but then again, it also comes from my family.
Mm.
I'm from a family of 10, including mom and dad.
Wow.
There was so much warmth and love in the family, and it kind of just overflow. It kind of wired my
Mhm.
brain to be like that.
Yeah.
So it is my essence. The warmth is my essence. I would say I do not function very well in a tense, low vibration environment. It drains
Mm.
me, as in practically suck the energy out of me. So this is why when I get into a place, my energy vibration has to be higher.
Mm.
I cannot be a thermometer. I have to be a thermostat. If not,
Oh.
I will just go. I'm just going to withdraw into myself. And anybody that sees me will know that what's going on. Why is she
Mm.
quiet? So this is why my energy level has to be managed very well. So I would say it came from my upbringing and it's my survivor.
Oh. No, the world definitely needs a lot of you because I'm probably the opposite. I'm more quiet. Imagine if we were all like me. We need your energy. Thank you. Okay, so let's go into a bit of what you do. Like when I started introducing you, I mentioned counselor. When people hear counselor, when they hear trauma informed coach, it can often picture something that is heavy. But
Mm.
what do you wish people understood about the work that you do?
Okay, the first thing is what is trauma? Trauma is quite
Mm.
different, right?
Mhm.
Why I say that is because two people can experience the same thing. One will be traumatic and one will say, I'm fine, I'm good.
Mm.
I'm not traumatized. So trauma is when you go through an event can be expected, it may not be expected, but it kind of affects you physically, emotionally, in short, psychologically,
Yeah.
because it pushes beyond your ability to cope with that type of pressure. So when you go beyond your ability to cope with that event and it alters your state of thinking, it alters your behavior in order for you to carry on going and it pushes you into a state of survivor, no longer thriving. You can say
Mm.
that event is traumatic. Sometimes it happens immediately, sometimes it suddenly just comes back because people have suppressed a lot. And
Mm.
one more event will just be the trigger. They said whatever broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
So when you say trauma informed, a lot of work that I do is I realize that a lot of people go through trauma. Is either they suppressed it, they avoided it, they ignored it, right? And they keep
Mhm.
on moving. So when other life challenges happen, You find them toppling over, and you're like, this person is strong. This person is supposed to be, what's going on? This person has been through something worse than this. How come this little thing just made them have a breakdown? Because everybody has a breaking point. We all
Mm.
have a breaking point. So when I say trauma informed, I do not deal with cases isolated. You can't just come to me and say, I am stuck. Okay, you are stuck. Let's begin to unravel what that stuck look like. Because what
Mm.
one person described as stuck is not what the other person described as stuck. So when I say trauma informed, I mean I think about your safety first. Now,
Mm.
safety, what does that look like? Your physical safety, your emotional safety. You might come to me, it's not about the stories, it's not about hearing all the stories. It's about knowing you as a person, your journey. I don't treat people like you are a problem. The fact that you have emotional or mental distress, it doesn't mean you have become a problem. It is,
Mm.
what are you doing? What has that led you to behave like or act like or think like? That is the part that we're dealing with, right? So we're
Yeah.
not either labeling the person as a problem or labeling the person as, oh, this person is not a stress. No, it is what exactly has that thing led you to. So we unravel it. But before we do that, you have to ensure that that person is feeling safe physically, the person is feeling safe emotionally. And we also go into a part whereby we empower them. Now, how do we empower them? With their own strength? Everybody has a strength, regardless of what you're going through, right? We all have a strength. It's innate. It's inside of us. And one of my tools that I use is positive psychology. And according to the scientists, they believe that 24 character strengths live inside of us. So
Oh.
regardless of what you're going through, they are still
Mhm.
there. You just need someone to remind you. You need someone to help you navigate, for you to go back and bring and just extract those strength from inside of you. So it's a process whereby you get empowered to see your strength, right? And then we'll
Yeah.
go into trustworthiness and transparency. I have to ensure that you trust me, because if you don't trust me, I cannot
Mm.
support you. I'm
Yeah.
not there. It's not. I'm not there to tell you what to do. I'm not there
Mhm.
to compel you. You are always the one that has the power. I am just there as a guide, right?
Yeah.
So I then use that part whereby they trust me and I also trust them as well. But what they're telling me, I can't tell them you're lying. It's what you tell me that I'm going to go
Mhm.
with. You understand?
Yeah.
And that transparency as well, I have to believe it with positive regards. It doesn't matter what you're going to share with me. I'm not going to say, oh, you've done this, you've done that. You understand? So
Mhm.
is that part I have to
Mm.
tread very carefully. Now, regardless of all this journey that I'm going through with it, the choice it still belongs to you. If you
Yeah.
decide that, okay, I've done enough now, I want to stop here, it doesn't matter. We have to stop there, because you see, I have a choice on what you want
Mm.
to share and what you don't want to share, on how far you want to go in the session, or how far you just want to wait and pause and be in the
Yeah.
moment. They will get into this collaboration. It's not like a place whereby you go and meet someone that is superior to you, and you're like, it's not mentorship. Like, well, what do I do? I've been through this,
Mm.
I've been through that, and
Yeah.
this is what I did in my case. So why don't you do that? No, I don't have the blueprints. Regardless of the challenges that you're going through, you still have the blueprints of your life.
Mhm.
But because of the challenges, you have adopted some behavior and some thinking that is not allowing you to follow that blueprint.
Mhm.
The blueprint is still there. It's probably just covered with the issues that you're going through, right? So
Mm.
mine is
Yeah.
to collaborate with you, and we'll work together to be able to dust that blueprint and get it out again, right?
Mm.
And then the another part that I think about in trauma informed is that cultural consideration. I
Mhm.
work with I work with different people from different races.
Yep.
I work with different gender and everything. So that cultural consideration is that your culture, where you're coming from, I have to ensure that I respect that and I honor that, right? However, that I'm not going to judge you based on, I will not say give you a stereotype. Oh, Africans do this, Asians do
Mm.
this, the Caucasians do that. No,
Mm.
I deal with you as an individual. Perhaps
Yes.
how that culture is showing up in the situation that you're going through or the stress that you're going through, and they will begin to unpick it. So you see now, it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
It's very, very, you still have the autonomy of your life, regardless
Yeah.
of the of the sessions that you're doing with
Mhm.
me, you're still very much in control of your life. I don't take over and dictate and tell you what to do. So when I say trauma informed, is that I am aware of the things about you. I'm not looking at it from one point of view. It's almost
Mhm.
like a bird's eye view of
Yeah.
holistic way of
A
doing things.
holistic, yes, that's
Mhm.
the word. Mm,
Yeah.
thank you. I mean, just hearing you speak about that, I can already tell how passionate. I can feel the passion, how you go about this. And I'm just wondering, have you also had a moment in your life? So this is not personal, where you've experienced like a high level of stress or emotional well-being, and how exactly did you go through that, and how does that inform how you now support others?
I always tell people, I said, I don't work a day in my life. They're like, Sonia, you play too much. No, it's not a matter of playing too much, right? It's a matter of, it's not a job for me. It is a
Mm,
calling. That's where I
mm,
see it.
yeah.
Now, when you said, have I ever been through stress before? If I say I've not been through stress before, that would be a lie. So
Mm.
the stress that you go through when you're home with a family, and you're like you want to go to school. Can I have some money to take to school? And your dad is stressing you, your mom is giving you, you're trying your way. Yeah, I've been through the stress, exam stress. I've been through that,
Mhm.
relationship stress, falling out and making up with your friends again. I've been through that, right?
Yeah.
And you working so much in that educational in your exams, and then you don't get the result that you want, right? I've been through that stress. However, the pivotal moment, I would say the stress that I went through kind of began to shape my journey was when I left the country, left the shores of Nigeria. I was in my early 20s, quite early on in my 20s. And I remember everything just changed. You have to be careful because there's no one here to save you. Your dad is far. Your mom is far.
Mm.
It's only a phone call and they call. They can't be there. If you
Yeah.
don't do well, if you squander your money, you are done. We
Or
have to
your
sit. I'm telling you, you have to sit up is a different dynamic. So that
Mhm.
stress, I thought, oh my wow, adulting is not easy. I would have we just want to be an adult. Yeah, treat me, I'm an
Mhm.
adult, I'm an adult. When you become an adult, you're like, I should have just enjoyed when I was there.
I
So
should have taken my time.
that's right. So children and teenagers had enjoyed while it lasts because
Mhm.
adulting is not for the faint-hearted. So I went through that stage. Now, the part that really hit me most was when I became a
Mm.
mother, a career woman, and an entrepreneur in between.
Oh.
So I would say, in a way, I kind of um, compiled everything. Create your word. I kind of compiled everything, just trying to make things better for myself, and be more independent. But in the course, it led to loads of stress. Now the
Mm.
stress did not start once. You're like, yeah, I can see you go to work and then you come back. But as a mother, I remember the first day I woke up and I was covered with hives.
Oh.
Ooh, I was crushing my body. That was not sufficient. Like my hands were no longer enough. I had to get a comb and I was crushing.
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
care if my skin was bleeding. The itchiness was more than the
The
peeling of the skin.
appearance of it.
That's right. So it was when, after I'd done that in the morning, it disappeared. I realized that, oh, I have
Marks.
I have
Mm.
marks on my body. And at first you think it's spiritual. This thing is
How
coming
did
in
you
the
fight
night
your
and
dream?
all this stuff. Yeah. So to all mothers out there, especially those that are breastfeeding, I'll say shout out to you. It's not
Mm.
very easy. And if you're out there, you want to do everything for yourself, for your baby, please, if you know anybody that is around that is willing to help you, let them help you. Because me, my baby will wake up, I'm awake. When she's sleeping, I'm still there. And my mom was around. So that
Mm.
stress, I was not sleeping well. I
Yeah.
was not doing a lot of things well. So the stress in my body came out, and it came out in the form of eyes. I didn't know it
Oh.
was called eyes until I took a picture in the night, and then I showed it to my daughter. Was like, oh, that's eyes. Your
Mm.
cortisol level is quite a lot. You're
Oh.
stressed out, and it's no longer you stress, good stress of like motherhood or good stress. This is now chronic stress. So your body is
Mm.
reacting and all
I
that stuff. So that
see.
was when I was say I experienced tough stress. And then as if that was not enough, I went through that stage. Everything went. I had to change a lot of things because I even thought it was my detergent. So after that, the business, you come back from your 9 to 5. and then you go back and start doing all those
5%.
side things and all of those stuff. It was good because I had extra money at my disposal, but at the end of the day, I was not sleeping enough. I was not resting my body enough. So there was no time for my body to rejuvenate the way it should. So I went into that stress. So if you notice, all of this stress I'm talking about is mostly physical and all the stuff. But the physical side, if you don't look after yourself, it has a way of getting into the emotional side of
Emotional.
things. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, those are the stress that I went through. And then as that progressed, more children and more demand on you and commitment and all of that stuff. And the stress just pile up as I did in
Compounding,
my
compounding
household.
stress.
Yep.
Oh wow. Yeah. So, I mean, just picking up from that, I know you've pointed out to mothers. There could be someone listening right now, and they're going through certain things, and they think that they are functioning, that they are
Mm,
showing up, they're doing their best, but actually they are exhausted,
mm.
and they're on the brink of burnout without realizing it. So, how would you say that burnout usually shows up for people that look fine, quote and unquote? They look like they're doing all the right things, but they're actually on the brink of burning out. What are the early signs that people can look out for?
Now the signs are very different. It's unique to people. The signs
Mm,
are not the same. For some people it might have constant headache. For some people they
mm,
might have bloodshot eyes. For some they are just fatigued. They have this baby brain. You might go into a room now, you have the experience this forgetfulness. You can't remember why you went to do that room. You went to
yeah.
pick something but you can't remember why you. So your
Mm-hmm.
memory, it affects your memory. And for some it might be skin conditions, rashes, their hair
Mm,
falling out,
yeah.
alopecia, stress induced alopecia. It exists as well, where people have the hair color start changing. That that could happen as well.
Mm,
You can start having, in terms of the behavior as well. You get very very irritable, right? You get
yeah.
easily irritated with the little things you can't see, but every other person can see it. You get tired easily as you're sitting down. You want to nod and sleep, and the only time you don't
Mm,
sleep in church is when they are dancing. Even in the dance, I was washing plate one day, right? It was the water, the temperature increased. That was when I realized I was sleeping and washing plates.
oh
I
my
kid you not.
gosh.
I was washing the plate like this, and then the water, and I was sleeping
Mm-hmm.
to that level of exhaustion. So
Yeah.
burnout is when you are tired emotionally, physically, and mentally. When the three of them join, you are burnout because your
Yeah.
capacity to function is not very, very good anymore. So you need to know about that. For some people, they might also have other underlying health conditions that will not have its own name. But if you trace the root, it is
It,
as a result of stress that was chronic that you did not deal with. I know you
mm-hmm.
also asked a question just now. My journey towards, if I had a personal journey in terms of my journey becoming a counselor.
Yeah.
So when life throw lemons at you, and you're
Make lemon.
like, how to make lemonade out of it. So that's what happened to me. I noticed that my joy, I told you before, the key, my core is joy.
Mm,
I have to be joyful. If I'm not joyful, I cannot be productive, right?
mm, yeah.
And even people around me, if they don't have that level of high functioning energy, whereby their peace, their joy, it affects me. So one thing I noticed that when different life challenges, whether business challenges came at me, trying to get family together, function in different capacity with the different hats that people wear.
Yeah.
I did the same thing as a mother, as a wife, as a career person, as an entrepreneur, and as a daughter, as a friend, and
Mhm.
all of that stuff. When
Yeah.
everything came crashing on me, I realized I lost myself. Finally lost myself. I couldn't even pray a lot anymore. They say something would drive you into praying. I couldn't pray a lot anymore. I get exhausted. I just want to lie down and just sleep. I was just tired. And
Yeah.
then that's when I realized that, okay, is this burnout thing again? And I found myself, that joy, that depth, that ability to be creative was no longer there. And you
Mm,
find yourself, you be hopping from one thing to another. You do this today, you do that tomorrow, you do this tomorrow,
yeah.
you do that. You just be hopping
Search.
to different things,
Mhm.
and you easily want to follow the trend. Oh, they say, is this business that is there today, is air business, you go with it, is a clothes business, you go with it. You find yourself just moving from one thing to another. So I had to go back and refine myself. I have to go back
Mm,
and find myself again, Sonia again.
Yeah.
It got to a point I'll be driving. I had this chewing gum stand in my car that I just have to keep on, and then my teeth started hurting because I
Oh,
was consuming too much
that's it.
just to keep myself awake while I was driving. It was that dangerous.
Oh,
Sometimes I have to get water, splash it all over my face to keep me going, even in the cold. Get the window down to get the
um,
fresh air in,
fresh
or sometimes
air, the rush of
yeah.
air.
And I'm
Mhm.
driving, I'm doing like this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm
Oh,
doing like that. It was that bad. So I went through all of this lack of clarity, um, just doing different things, and I had to find myself. It started with the coaching word, and I remember, and there was also work stress as well. So
yeah.
that was the first counseling I actually did. I got there, I spoke to this man about stuff. He was like, "You've just narrated everything that is wrong with you. I didn't even see any emotions." I was like, "Eh?" So I narrated all of these things. And you're telling me that you want me to start crying, and you see, you become numb.
To
You
it. Yeah.
become numb to
Mm-hmm.
express your emotion. You be numb. That's where the state I was at. I could no longer express my emotions. So I was just going, this happened, that happened, that happened. And the man said, no emotions, nothing. You are numb. I'm like, what is he talking about? What do you mean I'm numb? I just left it. And then I went through into the coaching world. And that was when my eyes was open. I was
Mm.
like, wow.
Yeah.
So I had to, they said the healer healed herself. So I
Mm.
didn't I didn't start from being a healer. I had to heal myself.
So,
I had to understand why I was in that funk, why I was doing this and all of that stuff. And I went through all those things. After I finished that, I then had to train as a coach. Did the neuro linguistic programming, life coaching, emotional freedom, and all of this stuff. Wow. So when that thing opened up, wow, I just thought to myself, when I started feeling myself back, my joy was back again. I was becoming
yeah.
bubbly again. I was becoming more productive again. I was able to focus and do one thing and complete it. I didn't realize that, wow. So people could just go like that. You be alive, but you're just surviving.
Mm.
You're not
Maybe not
thriving.
written.
So I
Yeah.
thought it cannot be only me that is going through this. I'm sure there are many people that are
Yeah.
going through this.
Yeah.
Those people that laugh more in the party, the heart and the life of the party. You don't see. You can mask it a lot, right? You can mask
Yeah.
it, and nobody will see it. You can just mask it. Nobody will see anything. The point whereby I remember I made very good money and everything, and I'll still show up and all of that stuff. And I'll still laugh. I'll still joke with everybody. What if I tell you that day as I was going, I was pouring water on my face, slapping
Oh.
myself. Now I'm by
Mm.
myself. If I'm by myself, as I'm sitting down, I'm falling asleep. That's
Mm.
what happened. It was that bad. I'm falling asleep. And at a point too, I had a miscarriage. That
Oh
was
my God.
after that journey has already started. So in a way, when I had that miscarriage, it has already that's if my previous training and everything had already prepared me on
For
how to
that.
navigate the whole thing. But even at
Mm.
that, it still shook me to my core. And this is why one of the reasons I tell people that there is no way I'm going to stop being a counselor and a coach. And I still went and did because one of my key value is love of learning. Whatever
Mm.
I'm doing, I have to do it to the best of my
Yeah.
ability. So I
Yeah.
believe that I have to train for it. But one thing about my training is if I train, I have to apply it. If I don't
Yeah.
apply it, my
It's
money is
not.
just wasted, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I was doing different things. There was a time I did about 4 or 5 burnouts conference in 1 year. I was shouting it from the rooftop. Financial burnout, parental burnout, marriage relationship burnout, everything burnout. I was shouting it
I
from the
hope you did
rooftop
not
that
burn out after all these burnout
no, no,
conferences.
no, because I got other people to come on board to share
Okay.
their stories. I just
Mm-hmm.
thought, no, this cannot be me. Everybody's keeping quiet about it. We have to
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. And yeah, and I did that as well. And I realized that there were loads of people that I thought these are people that are functioning well. And they shared their story that have been born out. So I said, eh? All of us
Mm.
came out, I've been born out. You, eh? You too?
Mm-hmm.
You? And together we're able to do the various speaking things on how to do that. And it was very liberating seeing that I was beginning to make an impact. transform
Yeah.
people, get their
Mhm.
awareness out there, lend my voice to what is already out there, and just one change at a time, and just keep at it and keep at it and
Mhm.
keep at it. So when that miscarriage happened, it was painful, it was really, really hurtful, but it has prepared me ahead. I was able to get support
Mm.
and grieve as well when my dad
Yeah.
passed on. That journey, everything, coaches came around, counselors to support me. So in
What?
a way, I would say that is my core. It's just like a center of
Of
everything that I do
everything.
now. Everything that I do. Now, why do I call it a calling? Before I went through all of this stress, people just genuinely find it easy to speak to me.
Mm.
Genuinely, even with friends, they confide in me, knowing that if you confide in her, you're not going to hear from another person. So just
Yeah.
tell her. And people like, I will be surprised the level of or the depth that people will share with me. And in a way, God just have a way of just
Mhm.
encouraging the person or praying with them. I could join someone to be interceding for what they want until they get that thing. I believe in push, pray until
Mm.
something happens. So I used
Happens.
to use those two tools. Like I would just listen. I could be there. You're talking to friends like Sonia, are you still there? Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to you. Right? I could
Yeah.
listen to people naturally. It just came. But when I started going through the training, going through my own challenges, that was when I realized, oh,
What you've been doing.
is what I've been doing, but now in a professional capacity, not just relying on my experience, but because
Mm-hmm.
I've got the training and everything, I am now more robust and equipped to support other people. I was like, this is why I
Yeah.
tell people that there are certain things that you do. You be like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. But there are certain skills that are
Yeah.
innate, right?
Yeah.
You use it over and over again, but you don't have any value for it. You don't have any respect for it just because a name, a tag has not been put in it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing it. So I don't know who is out there. If there's something that naturally come to you, and everybody just trusts you that you have capacity to do that thing, look into it.
Yeah.
Look
It's
into it.
baseline. A
That's right.
pointer.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
that's me in a nutshell with that.
that that's a lot. That'd be different phases. But you know what you were saying about people don't realizing that what they're actually going through is burnout and how it comes out in different ways. As you were
Mm,
talking, I was just actually thinking about myself because I recently had to pull out from something because I just told
mm,
the person I'm on the brink of burnout. If I do
mm,
any more than this, and I think it's that consciousness to actually know that you are there. And so I
mm,
think that's why all the conferences you've done, the awareness is very important because a lot of people don't even know that the
mm.
level of exhaustion they are dealing with is not normal. That's not what they should be dealing with. But thank you for all you do, and we're
Oh,
here to
thank
cheer
you.
you on to keep doing it. So I was gonna, one of you also mentioned that when you went for like a coaching work, you had become numb um to the pain. What other surprises do clients encounter when they come to you for the first time, like when they actually want to take a step to therapy, apart from finding out that they may be numb to it? What other surprises have you noticed that clients often come to realize when they start this journey of counseling or therapy with you?
Lack of self-confidence.
Hmm.
They no longer believe in themselves. They don't even know they are doing it.
Yeah.
They don't
Hmm.
lack of self-confidence can show up people pleasing.
Yeah.
They don't have
That's true.
confidence in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever has their ear will lead them. Anything you tell them, they will just they don't have that power anymore. They don't even trust in their own ability, in their own
Mm-hmm.
capacity anymore. So anybody can lead them astray, especially those within their circle of influence. So if they have a wrong one, they will just be leading them. They can go as going to borrow money for someone, be in debt for someone. They can use their credit card master just to please someone, right? And another thing again is they feel like they don't have the capacity to make the right choice. So they will start something, along the way they'll stop. They don't finish it. Start
Mm.
something. Now that is lack of self-value.
Yeah.
Because it's either you lose your what, your value, or your confidence. You don't believe in yourself you can do it. So you start it. You just get fed up. You don't have the
Yeah.
motivation, the consistent motivation to carry on.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know that that is as a result of what you are going through. People also go through emotional fatigue. They don't have the desire to carry on, so they'll be procrastinating. Now, emotional
Mm.
fatigue show with procrastination. They will start procrastinating. They want to do something. I'll do it. I'll do it. They will not do it. Some of them might even be aware of growth mindset and fixed mindset. Do you know what was more painful? Ignorance is even bliss. I know they say ignorance is not bliss, but for some people,
Mm.
ignorance is bliss because they don't even know.
They don't know what they
But
are.
there are
Not,
some,
yeah,
they know that this is procrastination that I'm procrastinating. This is self-sabotage that I'm doing. But they can't resolve it.
they don't. Yeah.
They can't resolve it. They're like, I have a goal. You're like, where is it? Let me see. Let me see. I have the goal for this year. They've not even start one. Or they've started about five running. None is finished. So
Mm.
they are all over the place,
Yeah.
right? They are all over the place. Another one that still come as a shock for people is going into wrong relationship.
Mm.
Now, this is
Mm.
not it's not only intimate relationship, even friendship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Friendship, they go into that friendship that every friendship they go to use them.
Mm.
So what that means is that it's almost as if as long as they are involved in that friendship, it will go south because people smell it, especially those that are manipulative. They just smell it
Yes.
that this person is gullible. So they become,
And then.
yeah, they start acting as if they are gullible.
Mm.
There are other things as well that can also happen whereby people don't grow. They don't
Mm.
invest in personal development,
Improvement.
anything that will grow them. They don't want to learn. They will argue with you from today to tomorrow. They believe that they know it all. The day you stop learning is the day you actually die.
Yeah.
It's not when they say this person is pronounced dead. Nah. When that person stop learning, that person is dead. There's some people they have unteachable spirits. They can't teach. Nobody can teach them. They believe they are okay. They've arrived. That
Mm.
itself is emotional problem.
Yeah. Very dangerous place to be.
It's an emotional problem. It's like, what is going on? Why do you have an unteachable spirit? You should be a sponge to
Yeah.
soak in knowledge and dispense.
Yes.
You understand? That's what we are supposed to be. He said, replenish the earth. We are
Yeah.
supposed to replenish the earth. It's not only from having children. No, your wisdom, your skills, replenish the earth.
Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to be. But when you're no longer that, it's something fundamentally wrong.
Dangerous. Yeah. All the things you're saying, all I'm hearing is, putting a cap on your potential. Like once you're stressed, you're burnt out. It's almost like there's now a lock on your potential, and you have to figure it out to open it and grow. Thank you. You've said when you were talking earlier, you mentioned also taking into consideration, the different places people are from, their races, their identity.
Mm.
So, I'm hearing you work a lot with people that navigate those type of shifts, especially in the diaspora. What inner conflicts do you see most often in African families abroad? That area.
Is wrong foundational beliefs.
Oh, that's heavy. Please
It
break it
is.
down for us.
Everything, we are just like a computer. Whatever you install into us, we're going to
Mm,
function from that operating system. If you are not
yeah.
buy a laptop and you are a designer, you're going to install design apps there,
Yeah.
CorelDRAW, Photoshop, and all of that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I, on the other hand, I'm a musician, I'm going to install things that will help me edit,
Your
right?
soul.
Edit my
Yeah.
music and all of that stuff to get the right tempo, to get the right sound coming out.
Yeah.
If we have the same computer and then we mistakenly you pick mine, when you get in there, you're not going to find your application.
Yeah.
So you'll not be able to do what you need to do. That
Mm-hmm.
is how we are. We might be born in the same place. We all have our own beliefs, and our beliefs are from our influences. Our influences, like the first one, our parents, then our
Yeah.
teachers, then the
Environment.
politicians, the
Mm-hmm.
environment, what we see in the environment on TV, the books that we read, and the music we listen to. All the things that are in trend. Those are the things. Our religion. That's what shape us. Now, and our culture as well. So you see, a lot of people they get to that because their belief is faulty. When your belief is faulty, your values will be faulty. So
Mm.
if you believe that you have to work hard, you have to work hard. So even when someone give you an agile way, an easy way, a quicker way of working, you will resist it.
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You resist it. However, if you have a belief that I work smart, you'll be more productive. You
Yeah.
find a better way to do things and will still arrive at the same destination. Why the other person is sweating like this?
Yeah.
You are already ahead in doing this.
Yeah.
That's
Optimal.
that's what
Yeah.
happened to me in the diaspora. I believe that I had to work hard. You know that saying? There's some saying that will pick up. Ah, no food for hungry man. You
A
have to
lazy
work
man.
hard. A lazy
Mm-hmm.
man. You have to work hard. So that was installed. So to me, during the career, doing this, doing that, doing this, that. So I have to be
Also.
always do. That also caution. So it comes in. So that
Yeah.
belief system will come in. Instead of you thinking of what can I do
Mm.
that I don't have to do long hours, but I will still get good potential, or who need me that I need to be in front of, so that I don't have to be pushing to the wrong people.
Yeah.
So it's about that. I'm telling you, it's belief. Our belief is what brings us to that. That is, if anybody can go back, I would say, as an adult, whether you are staying in Nigeria, whether you move outside of the country, anywhere, or wherever you are in the world, you need to always evaluate your belief system. Whatever
Yeah.
you believe in, right? Ask yourself, where did that belief come from? It might be from a friend, it might be from anybody. Ask if you are able to always ensure that your belief is still in alignment of where you are part time in your life, then everything will be easy for you. There are some beliefs that are old, and maybe when you were in secondary school, that worked for you, but now that you are in uni, it's not going to work for you. Now that
Mm-hmm.
you are a mother, a wife, a husband, a different thing, you are working in a certain capacity, it will not work for you. Like someone
Yeah.
told me, he said, I remember I used to wash and iron my clothes and do everything. He said, but now I pay the laundry people to
Yeah.
do it. He said,
Mm-hmm.
because the time I will use to wash my clothes, I could dedicate to do things that will help my executive functioning, at a higher level, and it will
Yeah.
give me more money. So from that money, I can
It
take
can
from it
be.
to pay the laundry person. But if I
Yeah.
spend that time doing it, I'm just changing myself.
Mm-hmm.
But some people will look at it and say, you're prideful, so you can no longer wash your clothes.
Where's your clothes?
Can you
Mindset.
see? Working
Great.
hard, working smart. That's it.
Yes. Oh, wow. Yes. And just bringing that also back to, you said wrong beliefs. I think that might also eat into how people even view certain, conversations, even around your emotional well-being. So do you think this is also a reason why emotional well-being conversations is still a hard conversation to have in many households, many communities, the belief system? Do you think so?
It is. We One thing is belief is also culture and the stigma.
Yes, stigma.
The
Mm-hmm.
stigma and the shame. It goes back to that belief. When you believe that if you want to focus on your emotion, you are weak, you are a sissy, right?
Mm.
Pray
Yeah.
about it
Mm.
and forgive and just move on. You'll be all right. If you don't talk about it, you forget it, you move on. Meanwhile, this person really wanted to talk about it, really wanted
Yeah.
to just know why, really wanted to know, okay, I don't want to know if I cannot know why this happened, or this person did this, or that event happened. What about me? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I
Yeah.
reacting like this? I want to know so that I will be able to build my arsenal. I'll be able to build my resilience level to it and cope
Yes.
better next time, right? But that
Mhm.
person is not able to cope, does not have any answer. And then similar thing happen again. The person goes sink even
Yes.
deeper, right? So
Mm.
let's say if you go and see a counselor or a mental health person, you are colo, something is wrong with you.
Oh,
So that this thing is still there, even though we use other name, the person is mad. The person is not mad. They just want to be able to explore their emotions. Now I
yeah.
know the word as well, the awareness. Some people now are not even trivializing it. Like everything, you're affecting my mental health. You are doing this thing. So is either they
Yeah.
trivialize it or out of shame and stigma, nobody want to talk about it. Right?
Mm.
But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you not talking about it does not change anything. It's still
Isn't.
happening. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say keep your mouth shut, seek the help that you needed to seek. Nobody need
Mm-hmm.
to know your business. It's what you
Yeah.
bring out that everybody will know. If you keep your mouth shut, nobody's gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I would say drop the pride, drop the shame and the stigma, and get your act together.
Yeah. Get the help you need.
Mm.
So that then brings me to the next question I even want to ask, which is, people are listening to this, and I'm sure there might be a few people who have actually felt overwhelmed, but they don't have the right avenue to talk about it, and or they don't even know where to start. So what would be, what would you say is a gentle step that you would suggest that someone in that space of feeling emotionally overwhelmed or different things are happening should take this week, for instance?
Hmm. The first place to start is self-love. Love yourself.
Mm,
Love. Love yourself. And if you love yourself, you'll be truthful to yourself.
yeah.
I believe that when you love yourself, anything in short, I believe if you have love as your foundation, as your starting point, you'll be sincere with yourself, you'll be
Yeah.
authentic. If you really love yourself, you might find this a bit, maybe you find it funny, or maybe you've heard it before. I've asked people, do you love yourself? And they can't answer it.
Mm,
I kid you not.
yeah.
Do you love yourself? They can't answer it. But if I ask them, do you love your child? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love my child. Do you love your mother? That's my mother. If there's no issue, yeah. Do you love your spouse? Yeah. I love the love of my life. People admit that they love others faster than they admit some people than they admit that they love themselves. That same person that asks few seconds as the word is coming out, they answered. When you ask them, do you love you? They keep quiet. So I
Wow.
would say for anybody out there, love yourself. Start from a place of love. If you love yourself, you preserve your peace.
Yeah.
And for you to get your peace, you need to be truthful to yourself. I always tell people silence does not equate peace.
Yes. Mm.
Under the
Okay.
silence, something might be brewing there.
Mm-hmm.
And before
Mm-hmm.
I go, please know that for every emotion that you feel, it affects parts of your body, your organs. If you're someone that is always angry, please pay attention and be mindful. Your stomach, you're likely to have stomach issues.
Mm.
Someone that have a lot of responsibility, more than their capacity, back pain,
Mm.
and waist pain.
Waste being.
You see that?
Yeah.
Stress is another one. You are going through that cortisol. Headache will become that person's companion. So love yourself and give yourself what you need. So the
Yeah.
first place is to evaluate, how are you feeling? Are you really feeling okay? Now I'm asking you, how are you? I'm not asking you, how are you? I did now, I'm fine. No. How are you? How are you
Yeah.
feeling? Ask yourself that. And then once you already know you're not fine, if you love yourself, take the right step and seek help. There's so many places you can seek help. You can seek help from me, I don't mind. But you can also seek help from other people. The main thing is that you are well and you're sound.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how wealthy you are. It doesn't matter how comfortable you are. If your mental and emotional health is not well, you are not going to go far.
Yeah.
You're not going to go far. So I would say
Okay.
love you. Love yourself. Please love yourself. It's so
Okay.
important.
Very. As you're asking the question, I was asking myself, do you love yourself? I was checking it like, are we okay? But yeah, I really hope if anyone is listening, feeling overwhelmed, that you would take the nudge and really do the evaluation. Okay, so just as we round up, this podcast that you started, the Authentic Thriving podcast, I just want to know what was the inspiration behind it and what you hope that people are taking from the different, because it touches on different things,
Mm,
what you really hope at the center of it that people are taking from it every time they listen to one of your these sessions.
to live their best life.
Hey, if your
We
best
only have
life
one life. One,
and it's short.
one. So I would say live your best life
Mm.
because even Jesus did not please everybody.
Mm.
If he did, they would not be shouting, crucify him.
Mm. And it's even
Miracles,
possible that some of the people he helped were also shouting to crucify him.
yeah, miracles, everything he did, they still said, crucify him.
Yeah.
And like you rightly said, maybe some of those he healed their children. We only have one life. So I believe that if you have one life, be authentic. and be
Mm.
okay that not everybody will like you. So for me, I did authentic thriving. You know, thriving is a word I got from Psalm 1, verse 1 to 3.
Ah,
Some Bible verses use flourishing, some
yeah.
use thriving. He said, as long as you do not, I'm paraphrasing, you do not stand before evil men and you meditate on his word day and night, right?
Yeah.
He said, yours, everything, I paraphrase, I said, your skills, your talents remain evergreen. You'll be like a tree that is planted by the waters
Until that water. Yeah.
of God, right? And then in every season of your life, some
You bear
verses
fruit.
say you flourish, some verses say you thrive.
Yeah.
So if you are truly thriving, it's not packaged thriving, no. It's
Mm.
authentic thriving. And if you are
Mm.
thriving authentically, emotionally, you should be okay. You should be good. Mentally, you should be good. Physically, you should be good. Spiritually, you should be good.
Mm.
So at the core of it all, if any of them flutters, you are not authentically thriving.
Mm.
This is why the word balance, I don't really buy into it. I believe in harmony.
Yeah.
Bring
Yep.
everything together to just sync bit by bit and we'll be okay. We'll adjust as we are going along. But balance, even if my hand, you put two things there, you put one thing, this one is going to drop. I lose my balance, then I'm not
Yeah.
thriving.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are like this, when anything shake, we will shake together. Everybody will shake
Yeah.
together. Last will be
Yeah.
all right. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So authentic thriving is this is why I bring people talking about their journey. I want people to know that it doesn't matter what you've been through. As you are going through that journey, don't wait till the tunnel before you become the light. Be the
Yeah.
light inside that tunnel.
Yeah.
I want people to share their story. Share your story. Let me tell you, we have more than 8 billion people in the world, right?
Yes.
One person will be able to resonate with your story. And you're like,
Yeah.
if Ibube has been through this and she's shining, I'll be all
I
right.
do. Yeah.
So mine is to encourage people. I use that to encourage people. I can as well do everything happy, 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 happy. I don't believe in all those fake happiness. I
Yeah.
believe that no matter how hard this life has treated you, you will come out. It will come. There money, there is night. It doesn't matter how dark the night is, the money will come.
When it
So
comes.
I
Yeah.
use that Authentic Travel podcast to share stories of people that they may not be celebrities, but their stories is so rich that when you hear it, you're like, this person
Yeah.
had 8 miscarriages and now have their child. I'll be okay. I will have
Yes.
mine. And this
Mm-hmm.
person came to this country with nothing and now they are thriving. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
And this person lost everything, their business, and I'm okay. And this person went through domestic violence. Wow. That means I can also walk away and go and make a life out of it. I cannot die here. So it's to
Yes.
encourage people, to make people feel, have that courage, have that confidence in themselves again, to be resolute and say, I must be okay. I must strive. I only have one life. So that's why I said authentic, as in genuine. Don't package it for us. Come the way it
Mm,
is, and we'll be okay at the end of the
we
day.
will. We will. Thank you so much. I mean, I think the tagline is live your best life.
That's right.
That's the goal. As you
That's
listen
right.
to all of this, live your best life. It's again been an honor sitting on the other side and asking you questions. It's been amazing. And there's been a lot to learn from. And I really hope that as people listen to this, they'll be blessed and they will learn the importance of actually living their best life. Thank you so much, Coach Sonia.
Thank you. Thank you, Bube. You've been a fantastic and amazing host.
Thank you.
You have been. No, seriously, you have been. Thank you very, very much.
That's
Yeah.
welcome.
Right. So the I was gonna say the host has now become the guest. That's how I should say it. Oh, one quick question that we normally ask on this podcast. I was gonna say how do I unwind?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so one thing is discover what your happy place. One of
Mm,
my happy place is in nature. When I'm in
mm.
nature, I'm just like a baby because growing up, we had a massive compound, and on the other side of the compound, my dad just used like a farm. He would put
Oh, okay.
different things there, pineapple, different vegetables, and all of that stuff. We just used to go there, and around the house was different fruits. We had the mango, two types of mango, the big and the small. We had the cashew. We had the guava. We had the orange. We had pancana. We had different things just dotted around the house. But the corn and this you can easily just harvest. So I grew up in a place like that whereby I can easily just go into there and be lost. So when I
Mm,
go to nature, it reminds me back of my childhood and is a
mm,
happy place for me. Then the second one is do the things that make you happy. Doing the things that I love effortlessly and seeing the transformation is making in people's life one at a time.
mhm,
It just makes me feel like, yeah. And I under before they will still paying for it. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. It's like I'm not working because this is something I could have even done without being pay for
mhm,
it, right? So doing all those webinars makes me feel good. But the main thing, another one is a massage. I must do my monthly massage. Just
eh.
is my me time. My me time. Nobody can take that one away from me. And spending time with good people. With
Mhm.
good, I use the word, I didn't say people, with good people. People that
Quality.
when they laugh, you see their eyes that they are really for you. Not
Yeah.
that would laugh and stab you on the back, but laugh, you know that they are really for you. Have a good
Yeah.
life. And growth is another way I relax. So I might be relaxing, I might be listening to podcast or audible a book. So getting that
Mhm.
new knowledge, it has a way of just relaxing me, learning something new. Like, so this is it. This is interesting. It has a way of releasing dopamine and all those good hormones in my body. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So I find learning very fascinating. So it just helps to relax me. Yeah. And playing, being goofy.
Plain.
Yeah, playing, being goofy. Go to the park and join the children on the swing and get them to push you just like you are pushing them. That's good.
This episode is sponsored by ASEP Consultancy, a home of personal transformation for the mind, body, and soul. If you are ready to rise above burnouts, move away from depression, heal anxiety, break free from traumatic emotional pain, and live with confidence, in order for you to gain clarity, for you to move from surviving to thriving, why don't you visit our website www.asebconsultancy.com. We will support you through counseling, life coaching, and other trauma recovery programs, grief courses, and we even offer one at a time therapy. All of these services is available virtually, so you do not even have any excuse of saying you do not want to leave your home. You have everything from the comfort of your home. Will support you to move from surviving to thriving. Before you go, have you subscribed yet? Like, share, and comment on what resonates with you so far on this episode. If you have not done so, why don't you just click that button now? Thank you. Back to the program now.
Yeah, that's me. That's me for sure. Anyway, so anyway, how do you rejuvenate? I couldn't help it.
Yeah, look, I was asking myself, but I think for me, it's more of I just rest. So I like to go into this avenue of just being by myself and
Yeah,
just powering down. It's almost like I'm shutting down my
yeah.
brain. When you're saying you like learning, I was like, I was thinking Coach Sonia is a very high potential human being. I want to power up. I just maybe spend 30 minutes, 1 hour just by myself. Sometimes with
Mm,
praise
yeah,
and worship songs playing just by myself. Or sometimes it could be creating something new. So I like to bake. So half of the time my brain is thinking, if I combine this with this, what would it give me? So in those moments, I just want to go into the kitchen, take off my slippers, be comfortable, and just play around. So creating new things. When I'm creative, really, even if it's putting together like a new post or working on a book
mm,
or just bringing an idea that has been in my mind, but I've been too busy to bring it to life. That process of creating and actually seeing it come out the way I want it helps me. It makes me very happy. So I think my more low energy, I conserve my energy, but I try to creativity. I think when I'm just in my creative space, even if it's when I'm using my hands to maybe make
yeah.
something like over Christmas, I did those I can't remember the name now, but those cards that you use stones and you kind of beautify
Yeah,
it. That was, I was so excited. I got everybody to do it with me. It was a by force activity. It was so calming for me because I was using my
Yes.
hands and my mind, and everything was working. So yeah, I'm that kind of person. That's how I
I get it now. I don't know if you've read. Yeah, you should. Do you have my book? If you read my book, In Harmony, I listed. I borrowed it from Dr. Sandra. The 7 types of rest. Yours is more of the social rest and creative rest. It kind of
mm,
rejuvenates you
yeah.
quite a lot, and a bit of a spiritual rest as well.
Yes.
As you talk about the music, that
Mm,
is really really good.
it's
Thank you so
the
much, Ebube. Thank you.
you.
I'll allow you to close the episode. Let me just step back.
Ha! Do we have a tagline to close, or we can just
Okay, let me help you out now. Okay, let me help
pick?
you out. This has been Authentic Thriving Podcast, and your host has been.
Eventually, Ajifolo Atose.
Until I come your way again, keep thriving authentically. Take care
You.
and goodbye.